after some technical difficulties, we're back, and you were talking, and you were talking about the emotional reactions that you have to that parallel between the two situations.
Yeah. So I feel like I get like super anxious, but I'm like very quick to like push it away.
Yeah.
Which then just kind of like builds like I'm still anxious.
Yeah.
Because I've pushed it away. But I feel like I don't really know. Like I don't really want to engage with it that much because I don't want it to like make me upset. But I'm still anxious, so I just like find it really hard to like approach.
Yeah. Especially if you're in a place of anxiety, it's hard to tackle something that seems large and overwhelming. If all you want to do is go under a chair or however you deal with your anxiety. So do you think this like intense reaction that you're having to it just from your let's just be honest.
Okay.
She'll be fine.
Let's do it. He's fine.
No.
Okay.
I don't even give a shit.
Okay.
I'm so fast.
Okay, well let's move closer.
Let's move closer then.
Okay.
So do you think this this intense reaction that you're having to it, does it feel like unresolved to you, or does it just feel like a natural response because you're reliving these things through your friend?
Like meaning like does my initial thing feel resolved?
Yeah.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
I didn't feel so pressingly that it was until now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like having to react to her experience is making me realize like maybe I didn't resolve my own experience, which sucks. Yeah.
Well, also like resolving something that like has such a large effect on our psyche and our well-being never happens in one go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what's happening right now to you is a beautiful example of just like the continuation of care that's needed sometimes. So don't feel like you failed yourself somehow in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that this is something that is, constantly reoccurring in other ways. And right now it's reoccurring in a very like visible and very like clear way.
Mm-hmm. The good thing, I don't know, like I feel like because it's not like completely resolved for me though is like the only reason that I'm able to respond to her in like a supportive way too, because I like am able to authentically be like, yeah, like this is not something that is like this one incident that is then totally okay after. I feel like I am able to like be more compassionate with her because I'm like still not like totally there myself. But yeah, that's like kind of nice, but not really.
Yeah. And you also have the rest of your life going on as well. So school, and your other friends, and your other responsibilities. Have you found you're able to tuck what's going on with this away in a healthy way when you re-enter those other parts of your life?
No. I think I haven't been able to like engage as much as normally. And then also I just feel like very tired by the time I get to like my own things to do. Like I'm already tired from thinking about like worrying about her or
Yeah. So you talked at the beginning about wanting to prioritize yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Before you leave our session today, what are some ways that you're going to do that?
I think like maybe it is better for me. Like last night, they slept over just because they were like really in a bad state, and I do think it's better for me to be able to like go back to my own space.
Yeah.
At night, like I think like I need before I go to sleep to kind of be able to like restart, and have like my own kind of routine at night and in the morning to like make sure that I don't just like carry that anxiety over.
Yeah.
And I also think like I think I've been pretty good about not like disclosing a lot about myself when they're talking, but I think like that's probably something that I want to like keep trying to do, so that like I think that does help me like leave the conversation thinking about it like more as like about her. And then as soon as I like if I start to verbalize the ways in which it like reminds me of myself, like I feel like that's just more destructive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are both really solid. Those are both really good ideas. So the first one of just having like a designated physical space where you can exist outside of this situation, and separate that from your current existence, and just work on continuing your, like you said, your night routine, your morning routine, and just having that space that's separate, completely separate from what's going on with this situation. I think that's a really positive thing as well. And then the separation as well from your own experience when you're talking to your friend. I think that's a really fantastic idea, and I do just want to touch on the importance of you being able to, when you want to, or if you want to, verbalize those similarities that you see with someone, like in a scenario that's going to be best fit for your needs. So obviously you recognize that this scenario isn't going to be best fit for your needs to disclose, but just remembering that you absolutely have the right to a space to the same space that you're providing for her right now, and that's something that you absolutely can make happen. So thank you for our session today. Really appreciate you coming in. Maybe we'll do the same time next week.
See you later.
See you later. What?
Oh.